Do you remember when you were a kid, 14 years old, and you went onto YouTube and you looked up that one guy and he made an unboxing video, and then that was it? You looked at his channel and there was nothing left. It showed him unboxing all the stuff that you wanted so bad as a kid, and then it was like, that was it. Anyway, we're bringing back the unboxing video, sponsored by nobody, paid with our own money because I'm married now. Anyway, look at this poor thing right here. So sad, missing all these parts. Wheels are over there. I got spare handlebars holding things together. These beautiful N10 brakes. It's been down for like a month. Long story. Sold suspension to get N10 stuff. Out of stock. Not in stock. Go to buy it. Shock's not ready yet. Rotors are out of stock. No longer. I said, screw it. I'll get the shock when it's back in stock. We're getting the rest of the stuff now. So today, brought to you by McBallin's Bikes, Southern California. If you need anything, my garage shop is factory. We got an unboxing vid. Now we're talking. Starting out in the box. Of course I've already opened it. We got some rotors. Some N10 rotors. The massive rotor. So it's 2.3, 203 front and rear. These are looking pretty cool compared to the TRP ones. So basically I have the Trinity brakes with metallic pads and the TRP race rotor. And the only way I can describe their stopping power, it would be like driving your car, and the only way to stop or slow down would be putting it in park. That's how it feels. So hopefully these are not as powerful as the race rotor. Moving on. Get this out of the way. Got a spare hose because now I'm using different brake adapters, so the hose is going to be a different length, and I need a spare anyway. So yeah, it's similar to a Shimano hose, but it feels more like a Hayes Dominion hose, a little more like pliable. Uses some different O-rings, but anyway. Information, cool looking bags. I ordered a brake adapter. This hit the wrong one, kind of a bummer, but still get a cool look at this. That's it's cool like flush mounted titanium hardware that mounts the adapter to the frame first, and then basically you have these little like I'm just calling them hats, right? So that fits into the caliper, and if it's a 203 rotor, then you just flip the hat upside down. It has that 1.5 millimeter built into it, so kind of cool design. Might swap those bolts out, but it's wrong adapter, so I can't use it anyway. Moving on, what we got next? This is goodies for the brakes. I didn't get these when I originally got the brakes, but have them now. So these are the refrigerators, so machined aluminum. This is a newer model, so it has like the 5 fins on it. Pretty cool. They just clip into the piston itself, so rad. Got a set for front and rear. Upgrade those brakes for more heating elements. Oh, and at the same time, I should mention, with those other rotors, I'm changing the pad to a resin pad. So I hate resin pads, but for the sake of braking power, that is too much for me. I'm going to try a less powerful resin pad. Yes, that's correct. Resin pads are not as powerful. Metallic is more powerful. Resin are the pads that are not as powerful and make noise. The world has it wrong. Moving on. These are the new fittings for the brake lines. So this is like their, what is it called? The painless fitting. I don't know. So basically now it has these clamps on it that clamp the hose after you stick the hose in the barb. So it prevents the hose from ripping out. And the reason those are necessary is because I was riding downhill mountain bikes this one time, and I will enter the video clip in here for you to see.
All right, Colin's coming.
Colin's gonna try something.
But basically, I went off the side of the trail and it caught the brake hose and ripped it out of the line, and I had to walk down this like nasty, illegal trail in Laguna that everybody knows. So yeah, I had to walk down that with one brake. That was no fun. So these fittings will fix that. Simple thing. These are all the titanium hardware for the brakes. Got a kit for front and rear. It gets rid of all the stainless hardware, and it's all titanium now, PVD coated. You can see by the little silver line, that's where they hang them when they do the PVD coating. And it's got the little balls things in there that goes beneath the bleed fittings. So anyway, I'm gonna just move. Wait. Next box. Oh wait, bag. This is my third Intend Grace stem. They are that good. Allow me to demonstrate. It's just so simple. Everything's right there. So it's just, you know, we'll just clone it. You get another one. So all our bikes will have one. This is for the fork. The fork? The fork? What the fork did you just say? We got a roll of German paper towels, ladies and gentlemen. When we're making a video on Intend suspension because nobody wants to do that. I don't know why. So I'm going to do it. Just like I did when we built the Deviate. Do you guys remember that? Nobody in California, nobody in the United States. So now, feast your eyes on the Intend Flash Blackline. Now equipped with toilet paper. Look at this beauty. Look at, isn't that the coolest looking piece of equipment you've seen since the last time you saw the coolest piece of equipment that you've ever seen? Right? Like, I haven't been this hungry since the last time I was this hungry. Let me pull this little axle out. Let me get the toilet paper out of the way because I know you guys are just staring at that totally, right? There we go. World's most expensive toilet paper holder. Let's take a closer gander here. So here we are. This is the Flash, so it's the heaviest duty fork, heaviest duty crown. Additional bracing. This is the newest model, so it has a little bit more adjustment on compression or rebound. I forget which one it is. What else? Forged lowers. It was very important. I wanted to wait until I could get the Blackline fork because it has forged unipiece lowers. The other ones are machine stanchions and they have a pressed in lug. I wanted it to be one piece, and not because it's black. I like the natural color better, but black's going to be stiffer, a little bit tougher just because of the manufacturing process. And that's right, it already has 2 O-rings from the factory, so I'm going to add one. I already put the brake adapter on here, nothing too crazy, but it's just the bracket that goes onto the lug. This is already pre-installed. Even all this, you know, aluminum pieces, like, and you can even see that you can tell by the sound of that, that's a fiberglass reinforced plastic. So it's not like a cheap plastic. And it's just the little things like that really make a difference in the long term. So looks like it just has these bushings that go on the line first, and then you slide these in to the cable guides. This holds it in place. Travellizer. So I have the little green detent thing down right now. So travel adjustable 160 to 190. So basically, if you look at the little O-ring here, you can basically unthread the lower leg. Like that, 5 turns, 5 millimeters. Sound pretty cool. Travel adjustable from the factory. Let me put that back before I forget where it was at. I think it was right there. Yeah, so pretty sick. All right, we got our scale, the good old trusty kilogramma.
Ты похудел. 20 килограммов. Да.
I forgot to weigh my Fox 38 before we got this fork, but I think for the heaviest duty fork that they have, I would expect it to be heavier. I mean, look how it's, even the steer tube is just like double wall thickness compared to, oh look, here's a leftover. This is like a Fox 38 steer tube leftover. I saved this because it's easier to overhaul suspension. You can just use a little dummy fork steer tube. So anyway, everything on this is pretty heavy duty. It might be a little heavier because the steer tube's not cut, but what do you know? Oh wait, this wouldn't be fair. Okay, now we got the axle in. 24.40, not bad for the gnarliest fork that money could buy, as far as I know. I don't know. I'm not getting a Fox fork. They have bushing issues. They've been plagued with bushing issues. Nothing wrong with the Fox fork. I'm not getting a push fork because, I don't know, I just find the brand annoying for some reason. I really do, just to be honest. I really don't. It's just, Intend is very humble, and I've emailed a lot of them. I paid for this with my own money, our own money, sorry, paid. It's like, they don't, I don't know, they're not out there to like shine their light brighter than everyone else. I just believe in what they do. So I'm like, that's the brand I'm going to support. Oh, the other reason I don't like push. This one time, I tried a push 11.6 on my Santa Cruz Mega Tower because everybody was talking about, this is the best shock in the world. This is the best shock in the world. And I was so anti-coil, but I had never tried coil. So the bike shop I was riding for at the time gave me a demo shock to try. And they set me up with a tune specific for the Mega Tower, and they gave me the different coils. Sorry, this video is really long, but point being made. So I took that thing to Snow Summit with 3 different coils, and ended up bringing it back to the shop I rode for at the time. And they're like, hey, what'd you think, you know? And I just said, that was the worst mountain biking experience I've ever had in my life. I'll never put a coil on my bike again. So whatever Push did to that shock, I'll never touch one again because it was seriously that bad. So that's the main reason I don't believe in the brand. I'm sorry if you're watching that, but that's the experience I got. And yeah, this is different. So anyway, there it is. Okay. And in our bonus bag, these are the volume reducers. So basically it's a cap that goes on the flip side of the air spring, which is rotor side. And basically, depending on which way you install the cap is how much you're increasing or reducing the volume. And you got a little spare cable guide, which is cool. Looks like it uses that 3M VHB, same stuff as like a GoPro mount. And this cool, like old school fold out ruler, which is great because the ruler that I have is obviously standard inches. So it's just, you know, the little things that count, right? Only what I need.